Okay, so, my name is Jim. I'm Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey. And my task tonight is that the Mississauga Amateur Radio Club is going to have a friendly net. The net is held on the VE3MIS repeater, 145.43 minus 600. PL tone of 103.5. We're simultaneously heard on the 9229. And I have a question for VE3 Hotel Echo Sierra. Are we also being seen on YouTube?
VE3JW, VA3HES. Good evening, Jim. Yes, we are live on YouTube right now. Back to you.
Very good. So we've got three ways of coming to you. YouTube's kind of a one-way thing, but we'll get check-ins from the crowd at large on the repeater, from the Echo Link, and we'll do a check-in for the ship timers or mobiles in Merry Christmas and New Year's to come. So my name is Jim. I'm the Eastern Juliet India Whiskey, and might as well give a shout out right now. Anybody short time, any short time station for the Mississauga Amateur Radio Net. Somebody on the repeater, try again. Okay, I didn't hear anything from the repeater. Anyway, I'll be taking check-ins, and the question for tonight is not really radio-related. What's your favorite comfort food? Your favorite comfort food. Anyway, since we're a radio club in Mississauga, I will first start with check-ins. Over to the repeater. My name is Jim, the VE3JW. Come ahead now. Anybody would like to check in via radio?
3 Golf Delta Zulu Portable.
Victor Alpha 3 Alpha Zulu Alpha, Brian.
Victor Alpha 3 Hotel Echo Sierra, Mark.
Victor Echo 3 X-Ray Bravo Hotel, Brian.
Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Yankee Delta, Peter.
Okay, new to me. The first station, the Golf Zulu. Could you come again so I can get your full call sign?
Sure will there, Jim. This is Victor Alpha 3 Golf Delta Zulu. The name is Gary, west end of Toronto, and I'm portable.
And could I get another clarification? I got a Peter. It was Echo Delta. Peter, could you come back?
This is Peter, Victor, Echo 3, Whiskey, Yankee, Delta. Victor, Echo 3, Whiskey, Yankee, Delta. Peter.
Okay, so I'm going to run through this. I got Golf Delta Zulu Gary, AZA Brian, HES XDH Brian, and Whiskey Yankee Delta Peter. Anybody I missed?
Yeah, VK2, Charlie Papa, New South Wales, Australia.
I will get to Echo Link in a bit. We'll do Echo Link in the next caller. Gary, Victor Echo 3, Golf Delta Zulu. Good evening and welcome to NAT. I have not talked to you before. My name is Jim, Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey. Welcome to NAT. And the question tonight, favorite comfort food.
Good evening there, Jim, and hi to all on the net tonight. I'm using a new toy I got for Christmas. The kids got me a dual band Baofeng 8 watts, which I'm on right now out on the street here. So I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to listen on YouTube later to see how it's coming through. So playing with a new toy here. I guess if there's people from Australia listening in, I'll have to yell a little bit louder because I'm only running 8 watts. Anyway, comfort food. Oh, a great pasta dish like a lasagna would be my vote. Back to you there, Jim. I'll try to get back to the base station for the second round. This is Victor Alpha 3, Golf Delta Zulu, Gary, west end of Toronto.
Okay, very good. Well, Pastor, I like soup. Heat up the soup in a big cup. I put a pile of cheese in the bottom and the soup melts the cheese. And some crusty bread on top and the melted cheese. That's my favorite comfort food. Soup with added cheese and crusty bread on top. Okay, Brian, VE3 Alpha, Zulu Alpha. Good evening, Brian.
Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey. This is Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Zulu Alpha. Good evening, Jim. Nice to hear you, and thank you for being in net control this evening. Good question. Favorite comfort food? Well, you know what? I just ate about half a box of turtles between 5 and 7 p.m. today. So I guess that would be up there. I like chocolate definitely, but I don't know. All that talk of lasagna and cheese. Melted cheese is making me kind of hungry, so I'll have to go on another hour walk, and then I'll be entitled to eat something as delicious as what you were describing. But anyway, we'll pass it over to you, and everything is well here, I guess, and we'll see what people have to say about their comfort foods. VA3AZA over to VE3JIW.
Very good. What about this? Comfort food is not something you might be able to get at a restaurant. But anyway, VA3 Hotel Echo Sierra, it's your turn, and good evening.
VE3JIW, VA3HES. Good evening, Jim and all on net. Mark here in Mississauga. Comfort food. Well, I'm an Italian, so one would think pasta, but truthfully, my favorite comfort food is a nice, fresh chicken or veal sandwich from Molinaro's or a good Italian hot table, followed by anything with chocolate in it. Those are my two go-tos all the time. Nice to hear you hosting the net tonight, Jim. One thing, though, sounds like you're using an iPad or a mobile device, just get a little closer. Sometimes your audio volume gets a little bit low and they can hear some handling noise. I guess you're moving your phone or your iPad around. That's all for now, and I'll be around for the second round, Jim. Back to you.
Thank you for the pointers. I will watch it. We see him only getting up to about a 5. But very good. Brian of VE3 X-Ray Bravo Hotel. Good evening.
VE3JIW, this is VE3XBH. Good evening, Jim, and hello to everybody on net. Nice to hear everybody. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. It was kind of a nice Christmas here. Quiet, but it was still nice. Well, Jim, comfort food. Certainly something like spaghetti is nice, but I think a homemade bowl of chili is one of my favorites for comfort food. With maybe some bread or some toasters or crackers or something like that will keep me nice and warm. So I'll send it back to you, Jim, and I will be around for the second round.
Very good. And you see WYD. Peter, good evening. Welcome to the Mississauga 2-meter net. VE3 Whiskey Yankee Delta. Hello.
Hello, this is Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Yankee Delta, Peter. Comfort food? I like pizza. Pizza with sliced garlic on it. That works for me. And I wish everyone Merry Christmas. We just had the holiday, so Merry Christmas, everyone. Back to you, Jim.
Very good. Well, we'll come back to radio in a bit, but I see a crowd on the list, and I think I should open up to the group coming in via Echolink, opening up for any Echolink station. My name is Jim. I'm VE3JIW for Net Control. Victor Kilo 6, Victor Kilo 6, Golf India Alpha, Peter, 5 Ford, Western Australia. Good morning.
KW, VK2DY, rather VK.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Mike, John in Niagara.
Victor Kilo 2, Charlie Papa, New South Wales.
Well, it sounds like I caught the flurry. I got VK6 Golf India Alpha, I got VK2 Delta India, VA3 Whiskey Mike, and the V3 New South Wales. I failed to copy your call sign. Come again?
Victor Kilo 2, Charlie Papa, Albury, New South Wales. Over.
Okay, I got the VK2 Charlie Papa. Very good. Okay. So, tough. Anybody else I missed on Echolink? I got VK2DI, VA3 Whiskey Mike, VK6DI, VK2DI, VA3 Whiskey Mike, and VK2CP. Anybody I missed? Okay, fine business. Over to VK6 Golf India Alpha. My name is Jim, VE3 JIW Toronto. VE3JIW. Good day there, Jim, in Toronto, from VK6 Golf India Alpha. Your audio is a bit low, Jim. You sort of drift into the background now and again, but still hear you. Anyhow, local time here, 09:45. Sitting here with a pair of shorts on, nothing else, and it's hot as 90. It's about 90 something outside. Maybe not as hot as we've had. We've had a string of days now above 100, about 105, 110, and the nights have gradually got warmer and warmer. Simply the fact that the house, these brick and tile houses, they get heated up, and it takes a long, long time to cool them off. But anyhow, not going to be any better for the next few days. I'll be up in the 90s. A little bit cooler, which is very good. You asked about comfort food. Well, I like fresh ham in a sandwich, and maybe pizza. We get pizzas now and again from Domino's up in town, and $5 a pizza. And we get an assortment of those and put them on the table, and everybody dives in. So there you go. Anyhow, good to hear the net. Very Merry Christmas to everybody. Season's greetings, and all the best for 2022. And let's hope it's a lot better year than the one we just had. VK6GIA. Good on pizza. It is amazing how the pizza chains have covered the world, don't it? And they cover the world. I wonder if the recipes are all the same. Anyway, move on to Victor Kilo 2, Delta India. This is the VE3JIW for the Mississauga Net.
Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert, Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee. Delta Yankee. I should always use phonetics. Y and I sound alike. But anyway, it's Delta Yankee. In Kellyville Ridge, New South Wales, but all part of the urban sprawl that is Sydney. Well, on this side of New South Wales, you got to realize it's over 3,000 miles between Peter and I. And it has been a cool, wet spring, and now the first month of summer has also been mainly cool. So La Nina does not let go, I'm afraid. It is 23 degrees right now. What is that in Fahrenheit? 70-something. 73? Let's call it 73 Fahrenheit. And overcast. And that's pretty much typical weather we've had here in Sydney. But at any rate, we did have a warm Christmas day, so I was able to get to the beach on Christmas Day. Other than that, looking forward to the new year, and hopefully it will be better than the last. As far as comfort food, well, it's the wrong time of year, but in the wintertime, for sure, I like lamb shanks. Just slow-cooked, braised, or anyway, just like lamb shanks for some reason feel just comforting to me. And so if I were to make a comfort food meal, I would definitely go with lamb shanks. Thank you so much for taking my check-in. VK2DY, back to net.
Well, very good. Thank you. VK2DY, as in Yankee. Thank you very much. And on to Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Mike. John, good evening.
Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey, and the Mississauga Net. This is John, Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Mike, in Niagara, where I hear it's supposed to be drizzling out there, but it's kind of dark, so I can't really tell. Anyways, comfort foods. I'm probably going to have to go with pizza. You know, it doesn't take much for me to get convinced to order a pizza And we've found a really nice place here in St. Catharines that has good quality, crispy crust pizza, a nice amount of cheese on it, and not pepperoni. It's the other type of sausage that Italians use on their pizza, and arugula and tomatoes on it. So I guess it's a gourmet pizza. Anyways, that would be it. Back to you, Jim. VE3JIW, VA3WM, and I'll be here second go.
If you can get the food easily, and it comes to your house piping hot and tasty, that's comfort food. Very good. Thank you, John. From the last echo link on my list is Victor Kilo 2, Charlie Papa. I'm Jim, VE3JIW.
G'day, Jim. VK2 Charlie Papa. The name is Jesse, JECC. Transmitting a portable from Albury, 500 kilometres from Sydney. Yeah, having a good time here, camping. And was listening to you guys and wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The name is Jesse. Over.
Okay, Jesse. Question. Favorite comfort food?
Favorite comfort food? Oh, I'll go for a pizza most of the times. Capricciosa, something like that. A lot of anchovies. And a nice beer on the side. That's my favorite. A nice pizza. Over.
Somebody messes up the idea of taking mushroom soup in a frying pan, cutting up hot dogs and letting it simmer. Or maybe a banana and peanut butter sandwich. But anyway, we're still in round one. I'm going to see if anybody else has come by through RF on the repeater site. Anybody for the Mississauga Net via radio. My name is Jim, VE3JIW.
Victor Echo 3, stroke 9, Zulu 4, Foxtrot, India.
I copied VE3 stroke 9 Fox India. Anybody else on via radio? Very good. Okay, and any new check-ins via Echo Link? Come back to E3JIW, Jim, Net Control, Mississauga Amateur Radio Net. I saw LBI on the list. Are you around, sir? Well, I'm guessing you'll hear from LBI later. The VE3 stroke 9 Fox India. Go ahead, sir. My name is Jim for the Mississauga Amateur Radio Club Net.
Thank you, Jim. VE3JIW. The call is Victor Echo 3, stroke 9, Zulu 4, Foxtrot, India. The name is Ansel, spelled Alpha, November, Charlie, India, Lima. And, well, we're portable, so I should include the portable in the call there, in the Mississauga
area. Been here a month now, but first time I'm getting a chance to check into the net via RF. And I've been listening earlier. Favorite comfort food, I would say pork rinds. Over.
What I still have not gotten the call sign correct. So if you could come back and I'll get it right. And I had trouble copying actually what you said about favorite comfort food. But just you could repeat call sign and favorite food.
QSL, Victor Echo 3, stroke 9, Zulu 4, Foxtrot India Portable. That's VE3, stroke 9, Zulu 4, Foxtrot India Portable. Favorite comfort food, pork rinds, QSL?
Okay, pork rinds. And I copied the VE39, Zulu 4, Fox India. Very good, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
I don't think I finished this round one. Anybody else via RF? Anybody else on this side of the repeater for the Mississauga net? I got the name, Tim. Okay, anybody you haven't heard from coming through Echolink? A shout out to anybody else on Echolink from Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey in Toronto. Well, I guess we'll start as we go through round two. So, back to golf for Victor Echo 3. Sorry, Victor Alpha 3. Golf Delta Zulu, Gary. Hello.
Yeah, thanks very much there, Jim. I'm on Echolink now. I was out there on a handheld that I got for Christmas, and it did a pretty good job. I played it back on YouTube. Thanks to Mark for recording this on YouTube. Audio quality wasn't the best, but it was coming in pretty good. All the guys are coming in quite well, both on radio and Echolink. Your audio starts out quite low and seems to build up a bit there, Jim, so try to get close to the mic as I mentioned. So anyways, I'm happy to see that the handheld works. I got to program it all now, and geez, I wonder who needs to pay for a base station if a little 8-watt handheld can talk to people around the world. I'm also chatting with Evgenia from Russia on YouTube. I don't know if he can hear me or understands English, but thank goodness for Google Translate for me to convert my text into Russian. Hi. And it's always good to hear from our Australian friends about the heat down there. Actually, interesting story. My brother spent Christmas in Hawaii. Temperatures there were, I think, in the low 80s or whatever. So what's that, about close to 30 Celsius, 25 Celsius? In Calgary this morning, where he lives, Calgary, Alberta, it was minus 35 Celsius. There was a polar vortex or something out there. And so it was a 60 degrees Celsius difference between him getting on the plane and getting off the plane. Anyways, I'll pass it on now, and I'll wish everybody a healthy and a better new year. This is Victor Alpha 3, Golf Delta Zulu, coming from the west end of Toronto.
Very good. I watched the audio on this iPad, and I see how I'm only there. Now you see it's up higher. Anyway. I'm not sure what to do with it. It's some auto level thing. But Brian, Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Zulu Alpha. Come ahead. We're in round 2.
Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey. This is Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Zulu Alpha. Well, Jim, we've had quite a buffet there on the comfort food, and I'd forgotten about a few that some people brought up. Pizza, I would say, was a pretty good one too. I've never been known to turn down a slice of pizza. But you see, now I'm getting really hungry. After that, I'll have to go and kind of rummage through the kitchen here and see what I can come up with. But thank you very much for doing the net. It's good to hear you. Glad to hear you. And I wish everyone else on the net a good New Year. I mean, I'll probably hear some people, I'm sure, around before then. But I'm listening along till the end, and I'll pass it back to you. VA3AZA over to VE3JIW.
VE3MIS.
You know, I thought somebody might think of French onion soup. The crusty cheese on top of the cooked onions. But anyway, VA3, Hotel Echo Sierra. Mark, take it away. VE3JIW.
VE3JIW, VA3HES. Well, all this talk of comfort food is making me hungry again, and to think I finished dinner right before the net. So, like Brian there, I think I'm going to have to go rummaging through the kitchen for a snack after this. But along with a veal sandwich or a chocolate chip cookie, any of my mother's homemade pasta with her homemade sauce is a surefire winner as another comfort food. I can remember many school lunches, and when I was starting my work career and still living at home, many lunches packed with her pasta for me. By the way, Jim, yeah, as others mentioned, your audio is up and down. Maybe we might have to get you a Bluetooth headset for the next time you host the net. Anyways, good hearing you, and back to you, Jim.
Well, Mark, your description of comfort food is perfect because it was probably already ready to eat, and you could just wander by the kitchen and grab it. Very good. Okay, Brian, VE3, X-Ray Global Hotel. Take it away, VE3JIW for the next.
VE3JIW, this is VE3XPH. First of all, Mark, I did listen to you on direct, and great signal coming into my location. You're full 5.9, full quieting. Audio sounds good, nice and clean. So that app seems to be working quite well for you. So just wanted to pass that on, Mark, and also say thanks for the live stream tonight, along with those big fingers. I couldn't resist. But anyways, Jim, thanks for doing the net, and there they are. Thanks for doing the net, Jim, and I just want to wish everybody a very happy New Year, and let's hope next year is going to be much better than this year. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope. So hope everybody stays well and stays safe and has a great year. And I'll send it back to you, Jim. VE3JIW from VE3XPH.
Okay, well, and I guess I didn't write it down, but I'm going to say Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Yankee Delta. Peter, come ahead. And this is Jim, the VE3JIW from the Saga Amateur Radio Club to Internet.
Well, hello, Jim, and everyone on the net. Things are okay here in Brampton. I've just been working in my shack. I've been redoing my table, putting some extra shelving in, and changing things around, making it look all nice for the new year, and hopefully get on the 20 meters soon. Been working on that. So I'd like to wish everyone a Happy New Year, 73, and like I said before, I enjoy that pizza with slices of garlic on it. I just love it like that. Maybe a cold beer to go with it. Back to you.
Very good. Well, thank you. And on to Victor Kilo 6, Golf India Alpha. Joshua returns from VE3 JIW. Okay, and on to Victor Kilo 2, a Delta Yankee from VE3 JIW. This is going quickly. Now, I do see two other people in the Echo Link. I'll call them out in a minute. But Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Mike, John.
V3JW from VA3WM. Well, Jim, yeah, you had quite the menu selection going there tonight. Anyways, I was going to throw another one out there because I really do like this. And they're called cinnamon buns. And I'll tell you, when I visited with my friend at his cottage in Muskoka, we would always have cinnamon buns, and they were so good. I think there's a bakery there in Gravenhurst that makes a really good cinnamon bun. So, Jim, I'll pass it back to you. Everyone have a great new year coming up, and I'm going to put my neck out there. I'm going to say it's going to be a better one, so hopefully I won't be made a liar. VE3JW from VA3WM.
Very good, John. Yeah, they do a roaring business in the mall here. So, VK2, Charlie Papa Jesse. Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey, Mississauga. And it's a radio net. Well, that was quick. Victor Echo 3 / 9 Fox. No, 9. I wrote down F, I don't think that's right. I think Victor Echo 3 / 9 Zulu 4 Fox India. Ansel, your turn, and then I'll be back to get any late comers.
Good evening again, VE3JW. This is VE3/9 Zulu 4 Fox India Portable. Good evening again. I'd just like to say, well, compliments of the season to everyone, and also soon to be New Year, so Happy New Year to everyone upcoming. Glad to be on the net this evening, and hope to be checking in more regular. QSL?
Very good. Yeah, that's all sounds correct. Finally. So, there's at least 2 people on the Echolink I haven't, 3 on the Echolink I haven't heard from. Does anybody on the Echolink want to jump in near the end of the net? My name is Jim, Victor Echo 3 Juliet India Whiskey, throwing it open to the Echolink crowd.
Net control, please copy Victor Kilo 6, Bravo, Quebec, Quebec. Right to Western Australia.
Net Control, this is KI5QNL, Kilo India 5, Quebec, November, Lima. Taylor here in Austin, Texas. Over.
Okay, copy VK622 and KI5QNL. I see a KA1 Tango Tango Zulu, a VE3 Fox Uniform Charlie, and I don't know if they want to join us or not.
K1TTZ, how you doing, Jim? K1TTZ, if you could say good evening to the net.
Very good. Copy KA1 Tango Tango Zulu, and anybody on radio, anybody on the Mississauga radio, the repeater who wants to tag on before I go back up to Ridge. Okay, very good. VK6GQQ, good evening. VE3JIW.
V3JIW in the group, VK6BQQ. Good to hear you in here, Jim. Yeah, you need to do a little adjusting, I think, on that box you've got there. Anyway, all good, and I'm trusting everyone had a good Christmas. We did down here. It was quite comfy. A little warm at times, but, when it gets up 40 some odd degrees Celsius, why, the aircon is on. So, life's too short to be outside. In any event, all good, and just for those on this very network, we'll have our Friday night TechNet and Flying Pig Net on 8 o'clock. We'll go and do some time travel from 2022 back to 2021, so we'll be doing time travel for sure. Jim, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for being here, and stay safe. Season's greetings to everyone, and, well, let's hope next year is going to be better, but she's not looking good. Back to net, VK6BQQ. Good morning from West Australia.
Very good, Red. Very good, and good you got the program for Friday night net. And KI5QNL, KI5QNL. Welcome to the net. My name is Jim. It's Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey.
Hey, Jim, this is KI5QNL. I was just scrolling through the Echo link and came across y'all. Thought I'd check in. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and wishing everyone a Happy New Year. We're headed up to in-laws right now, so just thought I'd check in and say hey. So, 73 and back to you next week.
Very good. And an acquaintance of mine from another mode, George, Kilo Alpha 1, Tango Tango Zulu. Take it away. This is Jim, Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey.
Okay, K1TTZ. Well, not much to say here. Jim, excuse me, sorry about that. I was looking at how to repair a remote control. The buttons don't work. Some of them don't. But there's a conductive coating they put on the other side of the rubber, those little pills, that is conductive and hits the traces on the board. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is, although I think I figured it out. It's called Liquid Wire. But I can't find anybody who sells it. And I guess you just paint it on. And over time, that wears off. So that's all we got to say here.
Well, I've had where there's not a problem with the buttons, but I took the circuit board and washed it and then dried it really well, so I don't know what else to say about a problem with the remote control. If the underside of the button is a painted on carbon-bearing paint and it's worn away, I'm not sure what the repair would be.
Yeah, it's some kind of conductive paint they use, I guess, so that's what I got to figure out there, Jim. Back over to that.
Well, thanks everybody for coming by. It's a Tuesday night. I'm about to close the net, but I'll throw it up in the air for any last-minute people we missed. My name is Jim. I'm Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey.
VA3 HES with traffic for the net.
VA3 HES, go ahead with your traffic, please. JIW.
VE3JIW, VA3HES. Thank you, Jim. Just a reminder for everybody here, local to the VE3MIS repeater, and even our friends listening along in the U.S., on January 15th and 16th is the ARRL January VHF contest, so from 6 meters and up to daylight. It's a great contest. It's one that the MIS Club has a lot of fun with, and we've done well the last couple years, or over the last year through 2021. And even if you got your handheld on 5 watts, FM simplex, you can still make a couple QSOs and join in on the fun. So don't forget, that's January 15th and 16th, starting on the 15th at 2 p.m., going till Sunday at 11 p.m. This January for the ARRL January VHF contest. Thanks, Jim. In 7-3, I'll pass it back to you. VE3JIW, VA3HES.
Last question. I know Interfield Day repeaters are allowed. On the 15th, 16th contest, is repeater use allowed, or is it simplex only?
VA3HS returning. No, Jim, repeaters are not allowed, but yes, FM simplex is fair game, and I know VE3RWJ is quite the master at FM simplex in the last couple contests, and it's an easy way for someone who's new to the hobby or only has FM capabilities. You can make points on 2 meters, and you can make points on 70 centimeters. Don't be afraid to tune to the calling channels and call CQ. Thanks, Jim. Back to you.
Well, very good. Thank you for that message. And it's 2 days and 2 weeks away. Great time. So this has been the Mississauga 2-meter net out of Mississauga, Ontario, just west of Toronto. Also on the 9229 reflector and with a feed into YouTube. So very good. Thank you all for coming by. A few people may stay around later on the reflector if there's other traffic. And thank you very much. My name is Jim. I have the net control. Call sign Victor Echo 3 Juliet India Whiskey.
JIW Kilo Charlie 4 Bravo Oscar Golf KC4 BOG. Late check-in, if I could, please.
Okay, come again with the call sign so I can record it properly.
Again, everybody on the net. Name here is Ron. Romeo Oscar November. And the call is Kilo Charlie 4 Bravo Oscar Golf. Kilo Charlie 4 Bravo Oscar Golf KC4 BOG. And QTH is Austin, Indiana. Over.
Oh, very good. I'm up in the Toronto area, and it's just close to freezing, so maybe the weather's doing well for you, Ron. Thanks for checking in. KC4, Bravo, Oscar Golf, Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey.
Well, it's about the same down here. You guys aren't any colder really than we are then, because it's mid-30s, almost down to freezing here. It's supposed to be warmer, I think, in a day or two, but you got to take care. Hope everybody had a great holiday and Christmas, and everybody have a blessed week and a good New Year. Just wanted to jump in here and say a quick hello. Take care, Jim. I appreciate the check-in, late check-in. VE3JIW from Kilo Charlie 4 Bravo Oscar Golf.
Well, very good, and thanks for the shout-out. And as people have told me several times tonight, my audio at the beginning is low, and maybe for next time I'll improve it a bit. But thank you very much. And good evening. KC4, Bravo Oscar Golf, Victor Echo 3, Juliet India Whiskey.